has on you can only be removed when his horns are turned off. Then we had experiment 1, 2, 3, Carmen. Carmen forces victims to dance until they drop by firing rockets. However, this effect can be created by clapping your mouth. Yeah, also much like French fries in French, Carmen is revenge. Audiences agree. #1 movie in the world. Much like Inferno, we also had experiment 124, Reimer, who was also only mentioned because another experiment was missing.
I have to check my shit. I did fuck with something, but I don't think it said anything to prevent it.
Bugby. This creepy little dude was designed to turn entire civilizations. Unlike most other experiments, Bugby can't undo his own powers, and only Dumba's technology can. Bugby eventually found a home working on a farm where he transformed ladybugs so that they could help protect the crops from aphids. While Bugby is a horrific experiment that could ruin civilizations forever, our next topic, experiment 1, it's just an experiment with a paper chute on top of his head that leads to his razor-sharp teeth designed to shred important documents. And, of course, this is yet another of Miss Hasegawa's cats. On to one of the scariest-looking experiments, we have 145, Bragg. Originally, Bragg was designed to tell tall tales that would annoy and hunt. Hamsterville eventually augmented to tell sad stories instead and to act much cuter to earn sympathy. Bragg will even play a flute or harmonica to try and seem even more sympathetic and with glow. Along with this change to how he tells stories, Bragg was also default, so this tiny green ogre-looking guy to this adorable yellow bunny. If that wasn't enough, he still retained enough strength to rival Stitch. Next, we have experiment 148, which has
I don't really need that invite to just switch it joining for me first.
Well, so invite that other guy.
Run up planetary leaders' legs during public speeches and embarrass them. That's it. And while that might not be very impressive, our next two experiments, 149 and 150, are a pair which work together as partners in crime in a pretty awesome way. These are Bonnie and Clyde. Bonnie is incredibly intelligent and is a... While Clyde is extremely strong, has a robotic arm with a slew of different tools and
Invite the guy, Jenga.
break into pretty much anywhere and rob them blind. So fittingly, Bonnie and Clyde's true home was prison. However, they were eventually released on parole. Then there is experiment 151, Baby Fire. This guy looks like a baby with a pacifier and has a rattle-shaped tail. Baby Fire, as the name suggests, can turn people into babies by sprinkling powder on them from his rattle. To hear this, the victims need to drink a mix of 2 teaspoons of applesauce, 1 cup of milk, 3 mashed bananas, and a dollop of Kona coffee, though a specific flour can be used instead of coffee. Baby Fire's true home is at a dog shelter where he turns old dogs into puppies to give them a second chance at life and to make them more adopted. Following the most adorable thing we have ever heard is experiment 153, XYZ. While we don't see him, but he mentions
Are you inviting the dude or is he...
We also have Finder, experiment 158, who can track down or locate any missing person
Hello?
or item with his nose. He can also fly by
Yeah,
spinning his ears
I was waiting on you guys.
and
That's
honks like a
what
party
I'm waiting
wherever
on.
he finds what he's looking for. Thanks to Finder, the beach's lost and found is now just the found. As for experiment 164, this is probably one of my favorite names among any experiments in the entire list. Lesdixia has the ability to make people unable to read by giving them dyslexia like symptoms. Ironically, the next experiment also involves mixing up words. 177, Clip, was originally designed to consume Ubernium. This is the most powerful and economical resource in the universe, and he was supposed to, as much as possible, to drive up the prices. Unfortunately, Ubernium is also the word for air in Jumba's native language, so Clip just eats air instead. And when she eats air, she will continue to grow in size. Luckily, she found a home at a hair salon. With that, we can jump all the way to 199, our last rather than anything that can actually help. Following the 100 series is experiments focused on technology and science. That
Yeah,
Hmm?
I think we should, because we've beat the first boss.
Yeah, I did. Oh, I was fucking with the whole shifting I got told I could do. I,
Yeah, yeah.
I know, but I didn't know what the other
Ah,
church
is that
place
active?
is.
No. No,
Unless I didn't do it, because I did. Unless I did it twice, I don't know.
yeah, we did it twice. I guess it's always random, it depends, I guess. You can find some really bosses, even the dragon from the mountaintops.
Archer's the menace for dragon. If it was for range, we could never. I could have never been one.
So now we need some poison weapons, because the boss is poison. Weak to poison.
I don't really need damage in general. Like,
Why
we could
not?
some of be poison, but like if I didn't have that program, I wouldn't be chunk. I know what it raw, but I was seeing good chunking damage with just that legendary large cannon.
Here's one thing, if you have any sort of like relics you can actually have status effects on your relics.
That's if you
So you can just use your base weapon for the long run.
But that time I don't want to get too close for very obvious specific reasons.
I'll just pick everything so I can get some buffs and stuff. What a load of damage, boy! Boy, that's a fucking damage, boy! Sit down to the fucking ground, bitch. On fire weapons. Fire weapons? It's offerings? Okay.
Poison,
Oh, I see what
unless
it
that's
actually means.
decay.
Put my offhand so I can get that buff.
Because they're both green, and no poison and decay are both green. So it's hard to tell for me.
I just put that on my offhand so I can see what it is. So I can put my offhand. So that's poison, I can make it out. I think it's poison. Yeah, okay, good. Okay, I was just making sure because it's hard to see. The logo is the
That's why I don't
symbols.
care about stat effect, because sometimes stat effects don't look like they're doing a whole lot.
It does help, even if you have every weapon have different stats effect, and those stack on if you don't put it on your offhand. So if it shows a hand symbol, put in your offhand. Jesus Christ, it's like shit. Sounds like that guy just taking shit. I got poison stats effect. Hold on, to post it. Oh, my TV's coming up. Oh my god. Two bows on my hands, so I've got to fire one, stop fire. Not a poison bow. Whatever. It's top hands. Check that. Oh, it was wrong. Okay. Why is that? I don't know. Because you can only have one stays effect at a time, so you can keep switching them out. Huh.
Where's the churches?
There's one further. There's one over here, one at the top of the map, one here, and one at the top.
Oh.
Yeah, even on second day we can get more loot. I think second day gives you better loot, isn't it? Does it? Thank you. Jesus Christ. Where? There. Yeah, I'm coming.
I start poisoning on me. I have to do.
Oh God, I was fucking. Ugh.
Is it me or does the tower, the building looks like it has blue on it? Oh, that is just good. Like, the whole thing was acting up.
Boing! Oh, got that. One way around there? Yeah, that's one way down. Run! Run, your fucking life depends on it! Why did it just do anything this fucking stuff? Yeah, let's go for that. It's a fire weapon, so.
What? Okay.
Let's kill that guy before you think you kill me.
Yo, come back, I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you.
Wait, put them up as I can. Yeah.
I haven't even got the fucking...
Sounds you to shit. Every time you do a Warcry stream, that was shit. Wait, I think, He just missed me by a minute. I think more these stone guys are more weak to like what's
the
it
boss
called?
have poison? Because I could get poison resistance.
This boss is actually weak to poison. Is that
But I'm
yes?
asking, do I need it?
No, you don't
Oh,
really
I
need
got it
it,
because
but it just helps
got
with
it 'cause
DPS.
resistance, not DPS.
I
I
haven't,
didn't
so I
get
don't
it
know.
'cause
Well, for fuck's sake,
I
I
don't know
fell
where it
down.
is.
It's a top here. Oh,
Dang it.
what?
It's horrible.
Oh, god damn it. So what? There's a jump pad here somewhere. So this should open it up. There it is. I found a jump pad and might just walk up a little bit or run towards it. Okay, I made it. I think that's it.
I'm probably fucked.
Just go straight ahead from here.
No,
The
there's
big
no fun to level up
tree.
then.
Not sure if it's boss, maybe Spider or someone else. Maybe the name was
fucking dude.
well, is the yeah. I think the name was King. Well, I'm not sure, right? Name was King is the only returning boss, isn't it? For Nightrain?
Beetle.
Gives you good stuff, really. Good for
I
your
skipped
axe.
it. It could have been for the archer, dude, to have a critical thing.
I got axe for you if you want to get that. Oh, is that axe or that's spear?
I didn't get a chance to get no did this for critical hits.
Well,
A relic.
you dropped it. No, drop. See, I have a big axe if you want it. Whereas you don't have an axe staffing, you don't have the what's it called, relic with the axe, so that's only effective with that relic. So, bats. I just just let me know if you see a what's it called, poison bow.
Oh, we're eating tonight, boys. We are eating tonight. Oh crap. When you start doing that stuff. I know, but like, usually you have to spew it out first. Is it always on him now?
So it's gonna be shit again. miss me.
Yeah, you keep spawning crabs. My meter won't go down.
It keep respawning, so
No. I got you. Hey, it's keep fun by the way, I just realized. Oh, you're a giant pillar. That skeleton's going to work on that dude. No, that's us. Just leave it to my ads. Kill the crabs and shit. You know, boost up your XP.
it doesn't. Hopefully the boss does. It doesn't increase your XP.
Yeah, well, it says I can level up still. I'm still getting deaths from them. Again, no weapons.
It restores.
Enhanced
It restores
counterattack.
10% XP. Oh, that's pretty good. Well, see, if you drop the axe and give it to what's his name?
I heard Jesus Christ.
Something.
Look at that. Level 6.
If you don't have
And then I'm
the
getting that axe. I don't have any other. I don't have any poison stuff. I have yet to get any. But I took the axe.
one,
I'm trying. There you go. There's the axe. Hello.
it's just because you can do world axe because it has the what's it called increased what's it called talisman increased axe damage, isn't it? Like 15%.
All I saw the thing he picked up was a thing for critical hits. Didn't say anything about dual or any of that. Before you could.
It's more effective dueling them.
In big words, critical hits.
Let's also drop it to him. Because that'd be good.
And down, help.
Trying to. Still wait now, because
I think I'm broken. I've lost connection. He's just standing there.
it's the It took a while to come over here. It's alright. What is the boss for this? Is it a boss or not?
I feel like we've already killed. Didn't we already kill our poison boss here?
No, we haven't beaten it before. It's quite fresh.
Unless it's over here. Found him. Sword. How fucking can't take 66 MP. I would take that crossbow though. Some range.
It's a default part. Don't go as default.
It was a purple crossbow. Don't care. Range up is a range weapon. I know. Where's that boss? Well, I'm getting that flat so it's more peaceful.
Yeah, don't have time for it to be in the boss, believe it or not.
The boss? Where's the boss?
It's going to get taken over the circle. With
Yeah, never mind. So this...
That's it.
Can you fuck off, dog?
Here you go. I got a poison bow.
I got a sword.
Yeah, that's going to be real useful. It's going to help some showing amount sometimes. Is that another mine we can do is closer? This is the closest mine we can go, isn't it?
No.
I don't have a stone.
Castle's the one... I've noticed castles have them always. At least the top chest.
Who is the boss? Storm's rolling in quickly.
storm.
Grab a quick wait, and then like that.
Smithing shard.
I'm going to keep healing myself, trying to get over. Damn, it's a close one. Goes to me by a fucking bonfire. Or what's it called again?
Whee!
8.
There's a boss here. Right there. I just pinged it. But the circle doesn't start moving for a while. It's like Fortnite. It has a time before it starts moving again.
Let's see what it is.
Oh. Fuck it. I don't have confidence. That could have just saved your ass.
This, I would. Fuck, you just tagging me.
These fucking guys.
Fuck! Yeah, I've had to dodge.
Attack. Look out, dodge. We're getting Frank.
Oh, fuck's sake. Use your fake
Positive
voice.
side. I got him. Positive side, the boss is almost dead. Uh-oh.
Yeah, the circle's coming in. Just use your pink fuzz. Fine. Yeah, use it.
I'm trying, dude.
Oh, it's too late.
You forget the boss is right on my ass. We almost got him.
Yeah, I was too close. There's no point doing if it's so close to us. It's 0 points.
Bro, just we don't do enough damage. Look at that damage alone.
True. I lost 1 level, so I'm level 7
Going
now.
across it, we gotta find like a hit that. Because unless we can wait. Actually, let's go for this. Hit down the way so we get our flask and stuff refilled.
My flask is really filled, so there's no point for me to grab it because I'm not using it as much.
What?
Careful.
I know when you run past your verse, you eventually fail. I know this is probably gonna be a fail run.
It's right there. I would be surprised the boss would be fucking Nameless King. I would be surprised. Stop, boy. I already got this though. What I got.
I got a Smith or Star.
We're gonna go in there quickly. You can.
No.
No, it's gonna take over. It's no time. No time.
Or it's not sort of the dagger. And I got poison bombs, Juvenile bolts. What's with range being like slow or like so high risk? Range is broken with half of these bosses. Just good like you to just spam the fuck out of your range attacks.
Spider. Awesome. Oh, what's hitting with that?
Oh, this
What
is
the fuck was that?
This is called Spell.
These guys are bitches.
Oh, it's one of those guys who are ad bitches. Which are nasty and pack.
That was insanely crazy as fuck. Crit hits bonus, stamina increase for speed. Okay. Well, I'm surprised PlayStation Stars is going away. PlayStation Stars. It's a PlayStation mobile app thing. Let me just sort out some lights quickly.
However, we are using the edge order for iodized remembrance. This increases our thrusting attacks after using our art. Improves our bow attack power, which is what we're mainly using it for. And it gives us holy damage under bow. Again, mainly for the bow attack power. It's the only solid sources that are first experiment. And it is very substantial, so you want to be using edge of
we don't know anything about him. We do, however, know about jam rating to reduce anything to its prehistoric state.
Let's sign out quickly.
This transformation can be undone in Macho is spanked 3 times. Luckily, he found his true home working at a wildlife park, where he resurrected sick animals for the benefit of the zoo. Hicks experiment 214
Second
is an experiment
down.
that uses a to tape add pictures of him. He has 3 long tentacle-like legs which can be used as a tripod stand, and a camera on his nose which prints the photos he takes out of his mouth. However, these photos are distorted to make whoever is
I might invite Bean
kind of like Funhouse.
now. Try to. I just gotta figure out how to, cause. Yep.
Yeah, you
Mhm.
just go to party, invite players, go over there, find his
I
name.
know how to do that, but like it says he's offline, so I have to literally look for him. It may be a while.
Just uses the spirit shelter ground. This is
Cause the mist is so fucking huge.
it is the Bloodborne room. Night of the Beast. You guys know what this does. You guys know why we use it. I went over it in Wilder. Just it's the perfect melee combo. You're gonna be seeing this. It is completely broken. For Raider, we got something a little different. We're using Knight of the Fathom, which increases his max HP.
Okay, I don't have an remembrance for the character I'm looking for, but hey, that's fine.
Let's see if he joins the party soon.
This increases is using the Revenant Chalice. This is from Remembrance. And another thing from Remembrance
There we
is
go.
Small Makeup Brush. This does is powers from fighting alongside your family, which
We're in on you the invite to the game. Oh, by the way, I fucking fucked bosses up. They generally know how to legendary stuff up, and then I got a broadwurst, or like the broad cannon thingy. 399 damage is what it did. Yeah, and it was fucking him up. And that's the thing, they had aggro, but it did so much damage with one shot. No, it just obliterated him. For us, the only hard part was because he kept getting aggro on me, but like the moment I took out, because you saw how much damage he kept losing chunk. Not huge chunk, but like compared to like single fire bows, it was just fucking him up. Yeah, that But if it wasn't for all of us having legendary stuff and I had that broad cannon, but they were all aggroed, I even had the final blow on him. I kind of love that, especially normal bosses. Like after we got like on our way to the tree, I was actually seeing like big bar damage. I'm mainly my same character. I love my Revenant. She's basically she's she's she can come in clutch.
Yeah,
Pretty
don't
much,
forget, I
especially if
would
you have
recommend
hordes
do
of
Remembrance
ads.
quest as well for Remembrance. You actually increase.
My only downside with her is because I can't get my MP yet. That's why I don't use a lot of the incant weapons, because it just sucks. Is a crystal. but like how much, like, and that they do, but like the hard part is gain like a decent amount because those use just so much FP just to throw like one basic attack. Mm-hmm. And they just do so much carry, drawing aggro and everything. What the heck? Why can't I invite? What? I'm with J. Oh yeah, I forgot. Hang on, cancel this. There we go. I forgot my thing was active. And I figured out who Gavjaw is. That was the one we were trying to do next. There you go. I wish we could make this a four-man team.
Next up, we have Experiment 220. Millie. This one has 10 arms, which he can extend for the express purpose of plugging air filters. Alright, so that one wasn't too impressive, but this next one, I promise, is shockingly cool. Marky, Experiment 221, was designed to short-circuit technology and can turn himself into electricity, which allows him to fly and travel through anything electrical, like power lines, machines, or wall outlets. He can also create electrical currents between his antennae, which can be used to shock his enemies or to fire off powerful electric blasts. Sparky eventually found his home working at a lighthouse, which had been abandoned because it needed too much electricity to run. And you might have noticed that he is definitely one of the strongest experiments we've talked about so far. But 222 is nothing to sneeze at either. This is Poxy, and they were designed to infect planetary leaders with a virus that gives them purple pimples, smelly feet, and a swollen right eye. Just right eye, nothing to the left. It also makes them burp uncontrollably, which is supposed to be very embarrassing for them. And this will last until Poxy leaves that person's...
I feel like a paintbrush. Sharpie did it again.
These markers began changing.
Body. Experiment 223, Glitch, is kind of a mix of Sparky and Poxy. He was designed to turn technology against his user and essentially is a virus for anything electronic. His true place was inside a game console where Glitch could make the game more challenging and more enjoyable for its players. Now, do you remember Clip, the failed experiment that eats hair? Well, that problem was corrected with experiment 225, Mashy. Mashy is a dinosaur-like little dude designed to crush indestructible gems of Liburnia. Again, this is in hopes of causing a fuel crisis so that prices go up. From dinosaurs to mammoths, meet experiment 227, Butter. Butter is essentially a living battering ram, meant to charge through thick doors or barricades with its tusks and powerful head. But he isn't the only one meant for infiltrating strongholds. We also have 228, Melty. Melty is a tiny dragon designed to melt walls, weapons, vehicles, or anything else that opposes him by firing powerful blasts that can liquefy just about anything. With this ability, he found his true home melting metal at a recycling plant. While the last two were pretty powerful, Experiment 229, Kingpin, is definitely on the weaker side. Kingpin was specifically made to be a target in war games. However, he is unlucky, which can make him pretty difficult to actually hit. Outside of that, he doesn't really bring much to the table, though, which is why we can jump up to Bubbles in this fic. Sproing has a spring at the center of his torso, which was meant to allow him to bounce boulders and launch them at his enemies. However, he found a much more peaceful job where he extends his body to help people reach things in high places. But it's been a minute since we've talked about an experiment that was truly disruptive, so meet 251, Link. He was made to bind incompatible people together so that they would argue and cause chaos. He does this by releasing sticky goo from his antenna that is completely indestructible on 50 different planets. Unfortunately for him, Earth isn't one of them because it has mud. which makes his goo dissolve. He eventually found his home working at cliff diving for couples, where he teaches arguing couples to work together by binding their hands. Next up, we have Experiment 254, Mr. Stenchy. This adorable little guy was designed to be so cute that enemies would actually bring him back to their headquarters, where he would release an awful smell that forced them to evacuate. Luckily, on Higley's home planet, this smell was considered to be very nice, so Mr. Stenchy went there to live because he would be appreciated. Looking almost identical to Mr. Stenchy is the following experiment, 255, Mrs. Sickly. As her name suggests, she can make people sick with the nauseatingly sweet smell that she gives off. If there is ever a situation where both Mr. Stenchy and Mrs. Sickly are together, the smells they give off will mix together and create a chemical reaction that will destroy the planet they are on. Good God, did that escalate quickly. So let's tone things down with experiment 258, Sample. Sample is designed to record random sounds and replay them endlessly to annoy people until they went nuts. He found his true place making background beats for a band called Fox Rosewell and the Tall Grays. But it's been a while since we've had a failed experiment, so let's talk about 262, Ace. While most experiments were designed to be some kind of evil, Jumba made a mistake creating Ace, and it resulted in him being made with no evil in his heart at all. Rather, Ace was purely good, but had a hero complex, eventually finding his true place working for the associate, the deer, rather than the money. Wishy-Washy is also the first experiment to have limited use. Once the bar on its stomach is depleted, he is completely powerless and will never be able to grant wishes again. As for experiment 272, that is Wormhole. Wormhole was made to make portals into parallel universes and can understand just about any language, so he can survive wherever he travels to. But you're probably asking, what could possibly follow an experiment that can jump between universes? Well, there we have experiment 274, Alexander, and his purpose was to make long-distance phone calls that ran up your bill, which, equally impressive, though this is one that we unfortunately don't get to see physically. We do get to see experiment 275, Tickle Tummy, which for some reason, just Remy looks like a friend. However, he is definitely not a friend. 276, Remy was designed to infiltrate dreams and turn them into nightmares. And if you happen to wake up while he is in your dream, he will stay there forever, turning all of your future dreams into nightmares as well. Luckily, Jumba reprogrammed him to be harmless, and Remy now works to produce virtual reality experiences rather than creating nightmares, officially making him a friend again. And speaking of experiments who look like friends, we have 277, Snooty. Her home cleaning Victoria's sinuses, which is so gross. Quickly moving away from that, we have the experiment that I swear ruined my grades straight through high school. This is 285, Lax, and he was designed to make people lazy, lackadaisical, and unenthused by zapping them with his antenna. With this, he could cause workforces, companies, and even militaries to become completely unproductive and make them easier to invade. He found his true place working at an airport where he calms down angry tourists. Do you know what we haven't talked about for a while, though? Miss Hasegawa's cats. And the last experiment in the technology and science set is 297, Short Stuff. Short Stuff sabotages mechanical devices, which he can short out to create chaos. He was eventually hit by an enlarging ray and found his true home working as an amusement park ride. Going into the 300s, we have these psychological experiments, starting with experiment 300, Spooky. Spooky was designed to terrify entire populations into submission by transforming into their worst fears, including things like clowns, a headless Lilo, an asteroid, spiders, and of course, Jumba's ex-wife. Naturally, Spooky found his place scaring trick-or-treaters and haunting an abandoned house. Next up, we have an experiment called Amnesio, but I can't seem to remember what it does. Experiment 303 was created to erase people's memories by hitting them with a laser from his eyes. Luckily, Jumba programmed in a password to undo the effects, and Amnesio also carries the stolen memories in a pouch, which his victims can eat to restore everything that was taken. On to experiment 316, Morphology, who's designed to turn other people into an exact duplicate of anyone else after seeing the other person or a photo of them. That said, while the outward appearance will change, the voice will remain unaffected. Bartholomew found his home working at a costume store where he can turn people into celebrities. Experiment 319 Spike can shoot his quills into people to increase their silliness by 99%, leaving only 1% cleverness for the next 48 hours. Basically, he has the ability to turn people into idiots. Then there's Experiment 320 Cloudy. He was designed to depress people by making it rain constantly, and this is of course another of Miss Hasegawa's cats, although his rain is actually functional here as it helps her to grow fruits which she sells at her fruit stand. Now, unlike Cloudy, Experiment 322 Heckler is not very useful. He was designed to insult and verbally abuse enemies to bring societies to a standstill by inflicting love sickness. Basically, haven't been able to actually see yet. No Deserto would. Following him is 344 Dupe, who was created to make infinite clones of any individual. However, due to a flaw in his programming, he will equally split that person's power amongst all of their clones rather than making perfect copies. Luckily, this effect can be reversed. As for Dupe himself, he found his true home duplicating
I guess we're waiting on him coming back.
in a half-calorie version, which is much healthier.
I'm guessing we're waiting for him to come back.
By Experiment 345,
Hopefully, because I'm not sure what he said before he dipped.
little guy was made to distract his enemies with his
If he's
elastic
going back
body.
in a bit, I'll
Naturally,
just go
his
on
true
to a
place
shop, I
was
guess,
working
because
at a
I'm close in a
circus.
few
Go
Then
ahead.
there is Slobber, Experiment 347. This experiment was only seen
There's
in
just no
Disney
point in
Adventure
sitting around doing nothing.
However, we haven't actually seen
Let's go to a shop and get some more
Then
snacks.
jump to number 355 with Swapper. Swapper was created to swap individuals' minds, though it
Right,
can
a bit
transfer
soon
more
enough.
than two wants to. Manners, on the other hand, is Experiment 358 and is easily in my top 10 favorite experiment designs. Manners was designed to give people painfully perfect manners by waving dust over his enemies and forcing them to be too polite to fight back. He is yet another of Miss Hasegawa's cats. And speaking of acting overly sheepish, we have Experiment whose faces with water will they wake up. And naturally, he found his true place being used to keep bumbass to sleep. At Experiment 375, we have who can pass through anything, making him pretty much uncatchable. Phantasmal's true place was being used to bring animatrons to life at Makimakaw's restaurant, presumably after leaving Freddy Fazbear's. Experiment 381 Swirly can hypnotize people and force them to obey the next suggestion that they hear. However, the sound of snapping fingers will effects. Swirly found his home hypnotizing people at children's parties, but we're also borrowing him for the video. Just to his eyes. And lastly, for the 300 series, we have Experiment 397 Spats. Spats was designed to make people argue so angrily that they would higher planet hunger. However, if the victim counts to 10, probably why we only know about 6 of them so far, with only having seen 2 of them. Intended to be for military purposes, though experiments in this category are considered to be failed overall. Experiments 412, 413, 414, and 415 are experiments that we only learned about as research through the experiment database. 412 Char was designed to burn bagels. 413 Botulator spoiled. 414 Krusty spreads mold onto bread, and 415 Patter eats a single sock from a pear. He does not really feel like he belongs with the rest of the group, but I guess he is still eating something, and that's kind of food related. Then jump over 40 experiments that we know nothing about. Next one being 55 Mary. Mary was made to be a bouncer for Jumba's lab and literally bounced out on one guess by body checking. Last experiment in the 400s is Huggo. Huggo is an octopus-like experiment designed to use his tentacles to strangle and squeeze life out of him. But that's in the 500s already. 515 and Sprout's biggest rival is Forest Saber. As you might imagine, he was designed to spin his razor-sharp claws to cut through and destroy forests. He can also spin these claws to allow himself to jump much higher or to move much faster. Then there is Splat Experiment 519. This guy is literally a road roller and to level 6. Found his true place of work in construction where he paves roads now. But there's more than one way to flatten the city. Let's take a look at Experiment 520, Cannonball. Cannonball is naturally drawn to water and jumps into it to produce gigantic tsunamis which he is able to. This, however, made him pretty useful at the beach where he can make wind rivers. Had a lot of really terrifying experiments. Let's slow things down a bit and talk about 521, Rapper. Rapper carries a roll of tape on his tail that he uses by other people. Luckily, he found his place among Asagawa's cats. But we gotta jump right back into dangerous ones with 523, Slushy. Slushy was designed to create ice and snow to victims. He can make and even mile-high snowdrifts. Of course, living in Hawaii allowed him to find his true place. We have Experiment 529, Digger. As this little guy's name suggests, Digger uses his drill-like tail to dig a hole. It would go through the entire planet. High C is Experiment 513, yet another that we got to see. Again, its ability. But we do know about 533, Blow. Art has an elephant head, blast wind at his opponents. As people might force air like a kite, Skort not stop him from becoming cats. However, there is a more dangerous version of Blowhard. That is Experiment 540. In Blowhard, this one can control wind. However, Blowhard just mobilizes it to make typhoons. Eventually was mutated fire projectiles at Pressure Experiment 544, chemicals, not exactly the friendliest experiment. Another experiment 546, Derek was designed to drill pop nothing to get this. And final member of Asagawa's cat collection. Side note, I really at some of the experiments. I think that's very funny, kind of like when people name cats like Greg. Anyways, lastly for the 500s, we have Tank. Tank is Experiment 586. Pedals and continue. Eventually, as he does, while he will learn size. Finally, we have the 600 inch made for battlefield and 100 is what start to this very dangerous. A failed prototype of Stitch powers, except he's very clever. Makes just about any touches. Even found his true place. And there's Kicks, 601. Trying to bully his opponent with his kickboxing and wrestling skills. Luckily, he has stopped bullying people and actually started to teach kickboxing. He even hosts his own series of home workout videos. As for Experiment 602, this is Sinker. Sinker was designed to slice through entire naval fleets with his sharp dorsal fin. For now, though, he lives in a Japanese restaurant where he cuts up fish fillets and vegetables for sushi. Now, Experiment 603 was not able to find a home food. The experiment was designed to be a living laser that could crash through and destroy just about anything by flying at it at high speeds. Following that, we have Experiment 604. As per its name, Houdini was designed to make armies and weapons disappear by turning them invisible. However, Houdini was afraid of gunfire, so on the battlefield he always ran away and turned himself invisible instead. He eventually found his home in Hollywood as a magician that makes sharks disappear. Another experiment that can make things disappear is 606. for its powers, launch was designed to warp the fabric of space and time to cause the universe to collapse in on itself. Which is crazy. I knew Rufus was up to something. That begs the question, how do we follow the experiment who could destroy the universe? Naturally, we have experiment 68 Slugger, who swats away projectiles with his baseball bat tail. Cool, but lackluster after launch. 8, on the other hand, is experiment 619 and fires heat lasers from a bow from his forehead. As for experiment 610, which she was designed to use supernatural powers to simulate. It can become intangible, bring inanimate objects to life, and just generally has a reality or an ability to test people and that she can be. Next is artificial dangerous experiment. Crazy considering what we had. ELDEN. Experiment 6-1. We don't see it. It was assigned to luckily jump up, not the smartest guy, forgot. On to experiment. He was designed to make powerful sonic attacks that would deafen enemies and even flatten buildings. Now though, he found his true place at Lilo's Hula School, where he acts as the buzzer and as an alarm to warn about possible alien invasions. Plasmoid is experiment 617. This scorpion dude can fire balls of plasma from his tail, which actually pretty similar to experiment 619 Slopyhead, who can fire plasma blasts from his nose. That said, Slopyhead did find his true place, lighting tiki torches from clouds. On to a super weird one, experiment 621. Sui, who was experiment 626 video game, basically shares all of Stitch's abilities, but is less talented with them, and as a result, he became incredibly jealous. Sui eventually was mutated to be way stronger, which he can activate by eating other powerful creatures' DNA. But after him is a fan favorite with experiment 624, Angel. This was Stitch's love interest, who was designed to turn people and experiments evil by singing to them. She can also sing her songs backwards to reverse the effect. Angel eventually became an intergalactic idol who has fans all over the universe. But on to my own personal favorite experiment, 625. Another failed prototype, Stitch containing all of the powers along with however, a flawed program makes him incredibly lazy, resulting in him pretty much. I just love the idea of this powerful goober found his true place, partner and chef. Now the moment you've been waiting for, experiment 626, Stitch. Stitch has tons of fire, blood, and shockwave. 3,000 times his own weight. He's super fast. He can call up all. He has electromagnetic, ignite, X-ray, and infrared. He can learn to play any instrument very many languages. Rhyme any kind of game. Equally has an internal dictionary, the sort
came back.
Yes, sir.
I'm just going to shoot again. So I'm waiting for the guy to come back.